Hi, I'm Eric Womack, Director of Tennis Instruction here at the Palmetto Dunes Resort. Today we're going to have some tennis tips for you, so buckle up, here they come. This first tip is for people that are beginning tennis or maybe just coming back to the game, but the way we're going to hit the ball here in this next tip is also applicable to any level, so be sure to pay attention to what's happening here. If you're coming back to tennis or just learning for the first time and you want to have a really nice experience at this, you see the guys play on TV, the men or the women that hit beautiful balls, and we want to replicate that. So when you come out, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some regular forehands where I take a fairly full swing and I give this ball a nice ride and I get plenty of power on it. The problem is when you hit a ball like that, back and forth, to try to do that with somebody that's also in the beginning level, the rally doesn't last very long. It may be one or two good hits, and that is boring as all get out to just hit one ball and then go chase the rest of them at the fence. So the first thing that we have to isolate is the ability to control the ball slowly. What we're going to do is we're going to start our racket right here at the contact point, and instead of giving this a full swing, just see if we can give this ball a bump. And what you can imagine is, if I'm bumping this ball back and forth to somebody else, there's a really good chance that this ball's going to stay in play back and forth to one another, and with that there's some fun going on because the ball stays in play and you're in action instead of just cleaning up the court. Once you've decided that you can do that a little bit, the next step would be to back up a little. Now we're not going to back up, but I'm going to show you the stroke that you would use when you start adding a little distance to this and see if we can challenge ourselves a little more. We're going to go from the very beginning motion that we had before with the bump, but we're going to add a little bit of a follow through here, and what you'll notice is the ball still goes slowly, but it carries a little bit further as I go. And again, I have a much better chance to control it. Understand this, that the backswing that you take or the windup is to create power, and that's a good thing, but it can be too much power to keep the ball going back and forth with each other. And then of course we would back all the way up and have a fuller stroke, and at some point this will break down, and when it does you just move back up again and try to establish the rhythm. Here's where the tip applies to advanced players. Those of us that hate doing mini tennis where we're warming up with somebody short often still try to take a full stroke. We're accomplished, so we take a big old wind up and then try to figure out how to get that ball to go slowly. And what you may notice is I'm putting the brakes on my swing just to get that ball to go soft. So the best way to do this is very much the same thing. We're going to keep that racket in front, and we're just going to give it a little push to try to control it. And if I'm warming up like this, I've established a really good rhythm and pattern and my confidence to be able to start the match. And that is your tip of the day.